Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're having a great day, drinking lots of water, staying hydrated, have eaten something today if you haven't now's your chance to, because we're sitting back relaxing and playing some more Dream Daddy. Yesterday we got about an hour into it because I'm doing this in hour increments, and we met almost all the daddies. There's one we haven't met yet. As you can, well, you can't see, but as you can see, there we go. There's this purple one here that we haven't met yet, but we met everyone else, and it's been a productive time. If you haven't seen it yet, I would go watch my first part. I'm not sure why my screen doesn't load all the way every time. I keep trying to figure it out in Stream Elements. Not quite working. It's okay though. Anyway, that being said, we're gonna jump right into this. Just about an hour today, and here we go. Let's do it. Oh, we just hit the mall. So let's, yep. One second. I'm not warmed up yet. It's very early. I have my water and my iced coffee, and we're ready to go. I arrive at the mall, a big indoor shopping center with a couple different floors. It's kind of dead, but that doesn't stop a mall security guard from yelling at a group of loitering teens. Let's eat something disgusting for dinner. Yes. Heck yeah. Language, Missy. Heck yeah. Oh, better. I try to avoid the swearing unless, it really needs to be said, so that's funny. We approach the food court and evaluate our options. There's greasy restaurant after greasy restaurant. My heart burns just looking at the menus. Nobody looks happy to be here. What are you in the mood for? Bread dipped in sugar, bread with cheese on it, or do you just want me to inject some fat directly into your bloodstream? I extend my hand to her. Would you do me the honor of sharing some nachos? She takes my hand with a grin. It would make me the happiest, cheesiest girl alive. We order a giant pile of chips and unnaturally orange cheese from a very unenthusiastic, and possibly stoned teenager. We take a seat at a rickety table and dig in. These are bad. These are very bad. But also strangely delicious? We have to eat through the pain. We enjoy the fluorescent cheesy goodness together until we're all out of nachos. So, something's been bothering me for a while. Can you explain memes to me? Which meme? All memes. Amanda sighs deeply and places her head in her hands. Dad, it's complicated. See, memes are inside jokes shared by a bunch of people that get less funny the more people do it. So the problem is that by the time the meme gets to you, Dad, all of us youths have already done the joke to death. And what's worse than that is the movies and TV and video games will try to jump in on a meme train, but just based on how long it takes to make them, the meme will be long dead by the time it comes out, so it just dates it and it isn't funny. What? Oh, what up? Dad, please. Anyway, changing the subject. Where to now? Want to go to that goth store? What? You know, the one that's all black and tries to establish itself as anti-establishment despite being an exact representation of the establishment. I don't know what store you're talking about. You know, the one where you can buy chain wallets, and it's basically an assault on what people fought so hard against in the punk and hardcore movements of the 70s and 80s. Dude, you gotta be more specific. The one you threw up in that one time. Oh, that one. It's like basically a hot topic. Amanda runs into the store with me trailing behind her. She makes a beeline for the back. There it is. You can still see the outline, kinda. I'm so proud. Speech. Amanda. Yeah. Speech. All right, I'll do it if you stop chanting. Amanda stops immediately. I clear my throat. Thank you all for joining us here today to commemorate an historic movement that would forever shape history. On a day very much like today, some 5 years ago, our very own Amanda Ann Goobers had too much blue raspberry slushy on an outing to the mall. After begging her father to take her to Dead Goth and Beyond to buy rainbow suspenders, she proceeded to throw up all over a display of My Chemical Romance merchandise. Her loving father then had to pay for said merchandise, which to this day remains among our possessions. Thank you. Amanda is moved. She begins clapping, slow at first and faster and more vigorously. Several other patrons turn their heads. One of them also starts clapping. I bow my head. Oh, hey, chain wallets. While Amanda busies herself looking at band t-shirts, I try to find something of interest to myself. Not much for her dad to look at in a Dead Goth and Beyond. Look at ironic mugs. I'm suddenly stricken by existential fear. If there's only one number one dad, then why are there so many mugs here that say that? This whole time? I thought I was the only one. 1 second. Alright, since moving out after being married, I'm not used to having so many neighbors so close by. I'm used to kind of being on my own with not very many close neighbors, so it's really hard to hear like things and be able to tell if it's someone in my driveway or not. So anyway, if I'm not number one, where do I place on the global dad ranking charts? I have work to do. Look, this is very important to me. I overhear a stifled argument over the cash register. An older gentleman is carrying a garment and showing it to a bored-looking cashier with pink hair. I can see that. Don't know what to tell you, dude. I just work here. Listen, when I bought this online, the website said this blouse was Victorian inspired. However, when I received it, it clearly held the trademark of Edwardian dressage. Do you want a coupon? I can give you a coupon. Will you leave if I give you a coupon? Is there a manager present? People have to know what they're buying. I am the manager. I see. Well, it would seem that I've outstayed my welcome. Good day, shopkeep. Your superiors will receive a strongly worded letter by post. And I have been streaming for 10 minutes and I already have. Skip. Okay. Oh, sudden sneeze. Sorry. Whatever, dude. The man rolls around and storms out, his literal coattails trailing behind him. I can't tell if they are Victorian inspired or Edwardian in nature. Amanda trots up to me with a t-shirt in her hand. Oh boy, here it comes. Hey, Dadtron 5000. Yes, I'll buy it for you. Wow, that was easy, thanks. At least it's only one this time. Amanda plops the shirt onto the counter and grins at the cashier. Love your hair. Cashier says nothing and rings Amanda up, radiating hatred. I hand her a 20. So what was that guy's deal? The cashier rolls her eyes so hard, I'm worried she'll pull something. That's Damien. He's in here all the time. He's obsessed with Victorian fashion or whatever. She hands Amanda her bag, and it's clear the conversation is over. We make our way out of the storm and head home to get some rest. Amanda and I sit on the couch, trying to find something to watch over bowls of ice cream. Cool. Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers is on. What the frick is that title? Your favorite, right? Oh, heck yes. They have to make it over the Canadian tundra before the ice road melts, but also they're hunting ghosts. Also, the trucks are haunted. This is an episode I've already seen, but it's one of the best. Callum and Flint Dogbone, the twin brother truck driving and ghost hunting duo, find themselves in the greatest peril yet. Oh no, the ghost Don got control of the truck. I can't steer them their damn ice roads. Never use this EVP meter to try and communicate with the spirits. Flint, we're about to die. Oh my God, if you listen carefully, it sounds like a saying, you're gonna die. That's because we're about to die, you. This is art. The episode ends and Amanda excuses herself to go and start arguments on the internet. I stay up a little longer, curious about the exploits of Callum and Flint Dogbone after this disastrous ice road accident. Afterward, I crawl into bed and get a good night's sleep. Nice. First day at the new house. Morning, sleepyhead. 5 more minutes. You've never, ever let me have 5 more minutes, so get up. Fine. We have cereal for breakfast and spend the morning putting together furniture. Amanda is much better at interpreting the tiny manuals. We're able to put together a few shelves and one desk, but I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be a bookcase. So, you excited for the cookout today? Excited to beef up my grilling skills. I'll see this as a learning opportunity. If I can snake some hot grilled tips, I think we can consider it a success. Don't you want to meet some of the people in the neighborhood? We'll probably end up standing uncomfortably in the corner with a plate of food and hope nobody talks to me. Dad, you're a beautiful work in progress. We will get that butterfly to emerge from the cocoon. The social butterfly. Well, we better start getting ready. We definitely don't want to be late. What? No, we have to be fashionably late. Who shows up to a cookout on time? You know what? We're going early, just because you said that. I head out the door and Amanda reluctantly follows. We walk across the street to Joseph's house with a store-bought veggie plate. I'm a terrible cook if it doesn't involve a grill. I guess we're not as early as we thought we were. Joseph's backyard is already packed with people, and the smell of hot dogs wafts through the air. Small children run through the sprinkler, and adults chat in small clusters. My husband. I set our veggie plate down on a table next to 2 other veggie plates. Huh. Hey, there's Joseph. I wave to get his attention. The moment he sees us, he jogs over, arms open wide. Welcome. I'm so glad you 2 are here. And you brought veggies. Let me introduce you to my family. Kids, come on over. This is Chris, my oldest. Hi. This is Christian and Christy. They're twins. They stare creepily and say nothing.
Hey.
Then, of course, there's our youngest, Krish. Wait, where's Krish? Maybe Mary put him in his crib. Krish, Kristen, Christian, Krish, Christian, Christy, and Chris. Okay. Oh, it's the woman from the bar the other night. What's she doing here? And how could I forget my lovely wife, Mary? Joseph pecks her on the cheek. She smiles. Mary, sweetheart, did you put Krish to bed? I'll have to go look for him. What? You'll have to... Joseph takes a moment and regains his composure. Mary, this is our new neighbor, Goobus, and his daughter, Amanda.
Hey.
I'd shake your hand, but I have a glass of wine that I need to tend to. I love her. Nice to meet you, Mary, for the first time. Charmed. Well, I'll have to go over there now. Mary leaves. Oh gosh, this is so awkward. I wonder if Joseph knows. I wonder if Mary knows that Joseph knows. I wonder if Joseph knows that Mary knows that I know. It takes all my energy not to run away from the barbecue and start fresh in a new city. My wife has a wonderful sense of humor, but please, you 2 enjoy the barbecue. All the guys are really excited to meet you. Amanda and I mill around and try some of the food spread out on the table. I pick at some deviled eggs. Amanda grabs a small paper plate and immediately begins piling it with baked goods. I don't want to have to make friends. Come on, Dad. Who are you going to party with when I go out to school? But I don't want to have to do pleasantries. Dad, they're going to talk about weather. Go, do it. Make a friend. But how can I possibly abandon my only child at a social function? That's bad parenting. This plate of cookies is my new dad. Bye. Amanda shoves me into the center of the yard. Well, here goes nothing. I look around the party and I'm surprised to see some familiar faces. Isn't that the barista from the Coffee Spoon? Oh, dang, Robert's here? Didn't that guy throw a frisbee at my head? Isn't that the guy who was throwing a fit in Dead Goth and Beyond? Isn't that Amanda's teacher? Hey, I know Craig. But wait a second, all these people live in our cul-de-sac? That can't be right. I'd better investigate. Burger time. Robert and Brian. I walk over to Robert and Brian, who are chatting over drinks, determined not to be weird about what happened that night. Hope Robert feels the same. Hey, guys. Lewis, How the heck are you? Settling into the neighborhood all right? Oh, you betcha. Got the living room in order at least. That's great to hear. I've been doing some living room work as well. Finally got the 50-inch in there. The game looks great in high def. Oh boy. Goobus, have you met Robert yet? Yeah, I believe we met briefly.
Oh.
Hey. Robert takes a long sip of whiskey.
I...
Robert robotically extends a hand. I shake it as he stares unblinkingly into my eyes. Oh gosh, what does it mean? How's it going?
Huh.
It's good. Robert focuses on the whiskey he's holding. He takes a long sip. Great. Look at my friends becoming friends. Us dads gotta stick together, you know? Us dads? Robert has a kid? Oh, I didn't know you had kids. Robert continues to stare at me. Does this guy ever blink? Yep. Cool, that's cool. We stand in incredibly uncomfortable silence for several moments until we gotta get off this haunted truck. Oh no, the ghost locked our doors. Daisy and Amanda run up to us, thank God. Quick, hit the emergency escape button. But trucks don't have emergency escape buttons. Then hit the brake, I guess, and then we'll get out of the truck. The imaginary truck. Anyway, we're safe from the ghosts, but how will we ever survive this Arctic tundra? Daisy, you might have to eat me. Are you prepared to do that? I'm prepared to do anything to survive. That's cold-blooded. I like that. Although I'm not sure I have the materials required to properly cook you. Wait a second, are you guys playing Long Haul Ice Road Paranormal Ghost Truckers? Yeah. Amanda and I love that show. It's the best, especially that episode where Callum hides Flint's keys and Flint retaliates by breaking an ancient cursed urn and sending the spirit after him. Yeah, it's such quality reality television. Alright, Daisy, I found us a couple of bugs. They're gonna make a great meal. Lots of protein. Gonna keep us from starving out here in this harsh, icy wasteland. But there's a whole table of food right over the... Daisy, it's a game. We're playing pretend. It's what kids do. Live a little. Amanda gives Daisy a handful of gummy worms from the snack table. They eat them with mock disgust. Let's go find a kindling for fire. Okay, but not an actual fire. Because we're playing pretend? Now you're getting it. Daisy and Amanda run off. What a cute couple of kids. I turn my attention back to the conversation, but wait, where did Robert go? I skim the party and finally find him in the corner talking to Mary. Does he not want to talk? Man, I've never seen her get along with anyone so quickly. I snap out of my Robert-induced haze. Guess Amanda just sort of has a way with kids. That's kind of amazing. Daisy doesn't really get along with kids her age. It's nice he's not trying to one-up me this time. Maybe we can have a regular friendship after all. Really? She just kind of keeps to herself. Her teachers say she spends every recess in the library. I think the other kids are intimidated by her intelligence. There it is. I don't worry about it too much. Amanda was shy at Daisy's age too. She used to have a habit of crawling under tables and crying every time we took her to a restaurant. She bit people too. Oh, kids, right? Gotta love them. You're required to by law. Well, since they're getting along so well, maybe we should try to put together a little play date for them. Yeah, that'd be nice. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Go meet some of the other fellas. Matt, Hugo, and Craig. Sorry, it's just all of them coming in together going, Hurr. Oh, they're about to trade me some carrots for an emerald. Matt and Hugo seem to be embroiled in an intense discussion. Craig looks on, smiling politely. I walk over to say hello. Well, I don't think it's fair to try and compare two art movements like that. Periods in art only exist because they're a unique byproduct of the social and political climate of a time and place. And to try to take something like, say, the Rococo period and compare it to postmodernism in America, you're completely disregarding the context in which a work of art is created. Matt and Hugo seem to be so busy talking they don't notice me. Craig leans in. Dude, I have no idea what's happening. I turn my attention to Craig, who seems a little more attentive to my existence. How did resistance training go the other day?
Oh.
Great. Little River here is a great cheerleader, aren't you, tiny bro? Craig grabs River's arms and waves them around. You can do it, Dad. I'm so proud of you. I'm sorry for pooping on you. She must be a handful at that age. Oh, they always are.
Dude!
But it's so worth it. Craig grabs River's arms again and waves them around. Also, I'm sorry for throwing up on you, Dad. How you settle in? Almost done. There's still a few odds and ends to take care of before I can really call myself settled, but I think we can upgrade the situation to livable. We did livable throughout the entirety of college. Yeah, my goal is for Amanda to live the sort of life that it didn't involve eating spoonfuls of ranch dressing as a palate cleanser between different types of pizza. She still does, though. Hey, she takes after her dad. My voice is freaking out today. Oh my goodness. Sorry, just clearing my throat. Sipping some water. Goobus, how you liking the neighborhood? It's pretty nice. Everyone's been super friendly.
Hey.
Seems like your daughter's fitting in just fine. Matt points across the yard to where Amanda, Daisy, and another young girl are playing. They're all sitting cross-legged in the grass, picking weeds and waving them into little flower crowns. It's pretty adorable. The girl I don't recognize jogs over to us.
Hey,
What is it, sweetheart? Oh, she looks so cool. I like her outfit, her vibe. It's a flower crown. Thought you looked cute in it.
Oh.
Well, there's only one way to find out. Matt takes the flower crown and places it on top of his head. Aw, yeah. Am I cool now? Their girl stares at him, thinking it over. No. But you're slightly less uncool than you were before you put it on.
Hey.
Huh. Hey, Goobus, this is my daughter. Hello. I'm Carmencita, I think. Carmencita? Amanda comes over at Daisy in tow. Dad, look, I'm making friends. Are you making friends? You better be making friends. Yeah, actually, Amanda, do you remember the cool barista from the coffee shop? And my old college friend and your teacher. Oh, hi, Mr. Vega. I didn't realize we were neighbors.
Oh.
Yep. You still gonna get me that overdue term paper? Great seeing you. Amanda finger guns her way out of the conversation like a champ. She learned the finger guns move from me. I'm very proud.
Oh.
She's definitely a charmer. Speaking of which, where did my son go?
Sweet Manchego.
What the heck? Hugo looks around the party. He must finally spot him because his eyes go wide.
Sweet Manchego.
What is he saying? Ernest Hemingway Vega. Are you smoking? Ernest is holding a lit cigarette. I like that. Ernest Hemingway. That's fun. Nope. I see Ernest across the way. He actually takes a long drag of his cigarette and then flicks it into a gutter. Unbelievable. Excuse me. Hugo marches over to Ernest, and I turn my attention to Matt and Craig. Kids, right? Man, I do not envy Hugo. The last barbecue we had, Ernest tried to shove a sparkler down Joseph's pants. Nearly burned down half the yard. And the barbecue we had before that, he actually burned down half the yard. And then it spread into my lawn and burned down half my yard, too. Hugo walks back over to us, practically dragging Ernest behind him.
Oh.
Hey, everybody, sorry about that. Goobus, this is my son, Ernest. Hello. Ernest looks away, sulking, his hands shoved deep in his pockets. Hugo nudges him impatiently. Hey. Nice to meet you, Ernest. What grade are you in? Does it matter?
Oh.
Ernest. Okay, I'm in 8th grade. Are you happy now? I'm sure you were just dying to know. Yeah, good for you. Can I go now? I'm tired of talking to old dudes who blame my generation for the failing economy. Ouch. Ernest. Oh yeah, because I'm totally embarrassing you. Ernest puts earbuds in and storms off to stand in the corner. Well, that was certainly something. He seems nice. Hugo puts his head in his hands and sighs. I'm so sorry. He's having a really rough time. As much as I want to be the cool dad, I have to be the authoritarian dad, and he clearly resents me for it. I mean, I think as a dad and a teacher, that's about as authoritarian as you can get. Honestly, are any of us cool dads? Is it even possible to be a cool dad? What? I'm cool as a cucumber.
Hey.
See? That right there. You can't say that. My kids think I'm cool. But for how long, Craig? How long do we get to be the cool dads? I don't know. I think we just have to accept the fact that as dads, we become the machine we once raged against and accept our fate to unironically wear socks with sandals. Your kids may think you're cool now, but the moment they hit puberty, you're doomed. Amanda's 18 and she still thinks I'm cool. I yell across the yard to my daughter. Amanda, I'm cool, right? Amanda just laughs. She keeps laughing. I see your point.
Oh.
As much as we all want it, I don't think it's as important. There's snow coming off my roof. I don't think it's as important to be as cool dad as it is to be a good dad. We can't all be best friends with our kids. It just doesn't work. I mean, look at me and Ernest. Our job as parents is to make sure our kids turn out okay. Yeah, you're right. But it'd be nice to have it both ways. Hearing these guys talk about this makes me think of my relationship with Amanda. We get along so well, but there might come a time when it won't be like that. Is college when that happens?
Ah.
Don't let us eat up your time, Goobus. Go meet some of the other people around the neighborhood. I spot Joseph chatting with a guy from Dead Goth and Beyond by the grill. I wonder what they're talking about. I walk over to them. So I'm curious, can you walk me through why you had your house painted black? Where do I even start? The house stays warmer in the winter. It provides an artistic contrast to the rest of the neighborhood, and it complements the crimson interior perfectly. It's definitely an interesting choice.
Oh.
Thank you. I'm very proud of my abode. Goobus, I was just having a conversation with Damien here about his aesthetic design decisions. Damien regards me up and down with a warm but critical eye. How do you do? I don't believe I've had the pleasure. I think I saw you in Dead Goth and Beyond the other day. Damien's face turns bright red. I must apologize for my behavior on that day. You see, I take the goth lifestyle very seriously, and to be caught in a ruse by such a corporation as Dead Goth and Beyond was profoundly frustrating indeed. I hope you know that while my anger may have been justified, it was no such way for a gentleman to act. It's okay, man. Do tell me about yourself. Are you new to this area? Yeah, my daughter and I just moved in the other day. She was the one I took to Dead Goth and Beyond. Very good taste on her part. Does she partake in the goth lifestyle? I think for a second. I look over to Amanda, who's hanging out with some of the older kids in the neighborhood.
What?
Hey, Amanda, would you consider yourself a goth? Amanda yells back. I wouldn't necessarily try to fall under any one specific label, but I guess if I had to choose, I would more describe myself as twee hipster with some normcore learnings. Bats are cool, though. Ah, pity. Are you enjoying the party so far? Oh, definitely. Thanks so much for putting this on. It's nice to be in a cul-de-sac where everyone's so friendly and welcoming. Amanda walks up to the conversation. I also like The Lost Boys a lot. Really good movie. Does that count as goth? That it would, my dear. I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Damien, Blood March, at your service. Damien finishes the sentence with a flourish and a bow, producing a single rose and offering it to Amanda. Amanda blushes and returns the gesture with a curtsy. My, you know how to treat a lady. Hello, Amanda. Seemingly out of nowhere, Joseph's twin kids appear. Are they speaking on unison? Whoa. Hey, won't you come play with us? Come play with us forever. Guys, enough of the creepy twin shtick. We've talked about this. Christian and Christy slowly back away. Where do you think they got that from? Mary pops into the conversation, wine in hand. I don't know. Mary takes a long sip of the wine. I think I might have taped over a VeggieTales VHS with The Shining. Who knows? She takes another sip of her wine. Where's Krish? Wasn't he with you? You had him a moment ago? He's probably stuffing dirt in his mouth. He'll be all right. Toddlers are pretty resilient. Mary tips her glass to me. Ain't my first time to the rodeo. It's my fourth. I have squeezed 4 little... Sweetheart, would you do me a favor and please find Krish? That would be great. I'm sure he's fine. Mary. Okay, geez. Mary finishes her wine and wanders off. Oof, their relationship is... awkward. Dad, can we go now? Lucien, have I introduced you to Goobus yet? Hey, it's a punk from Amanda's school. I remember you. Whatever. That's no way for a young man to speak to his elders. Be polite. Lucien bows. Whatever, sir. Lucian bows again. Mr. Christensen, may I have a veggie burger, sir?
Oh.
Coming right up, bud. Are you a vegetarian? Yep. Make that 2 veggie burgers. Did you know that some people in the Victorian era were vegetarians? They described carnivorous type people as bloodlappers. Dad,
Hey.
that's really interesting, Damien. Joseph turns to the grill. Just a hint of tattoo peeks from under his sleeve. Can't believe I didn't notice it before. It looks like the bottom of an anchor. Whoa, is that a tattoo? Yep. I wasn't always a youth pastor, you know. That's so cool. Want to see mine? What? Lucian pulls back some rubber bracelets, revealing a lopsided 666 in black ink. Goodness. My buddy gave me a stick and poke tattoo last week. I think it's healing up pretty good. Lucian. We'll talk about this later. It's pretty cool. What's the significance of the tattoo? I don't know. Just thought it looked sick. Well, in my opinion, the only reason you need to get a tattoo is because you want one. Careful though, that number carries weight. Man, Joseph's a way cooler youth pastor than I thought. I just figured youth pastors popped out of the womb with a Bible. I wonder what he did before preaching.
Oh.
Now without further ado, let's work some magic. Joseph closes his eyes, takes a deep breath, and gets to work. With the greatest of ease, he sets patties on the grill, flourishing as he flips his spatula in the air. It's easily some of the best grill work I've ever seen. You guys think this is my first time in front of a grill? He's working faster now, effortlessly tossing cheese onto patties and perfectly grilling onions on the side. One after another, the dads take notice and crowd around Joseph to admire his masterful technique. You probably didn't know this, Goobus, but Joseph's known around here for his grillmanship. He's ungrillevable. I've tried to get on his level, but I just can't catch up. Let us keep studying. He has a rare quality about him. Mustard, we keep talking about this. Can't we just appreciate the artist? I've never seen him make a mistake.
Hey,
Okay, we need to stop. This is getting too cheesy. Please stop. All the children of the party boo the glorious display of puns in unison. Alright guys, the food's ready. Please form an orderly barbecue. Amanda groans. We all grab our food and hang out, enjoying perfectly cooked cheeseburgers.
Aye.
Man, it's so wild how all of us dads live in the same cul-de-sac.
hey.
Kinda nice, isn't it? Feels like there's a real community in here. Totally helps when you're just a single dad trying to raise a kid. We're happy to have you here, man. I think you're gonna like this neighborhood a lot.
Oh.
Plus, Amanda seems to be getting along with all the kids. If she decides to get into the babysitting game, she'll make a killing.
Oh.
Hey, why don't you add us all on Dadbook? Dadbook? Yeah, it's a great social network for dads to keep in touch with each other. We're all on it, so if you ever need to reach out to anyone, that's the simplest way to do it. Sorry, I'm just an old-fashioned dad. Social media goes over my head sometimes. Don't worry, Pops, I'll help you figure it out. The rest of the barbecue goes smoothly. We all trade stories and drink beer as our kids play on the lawn. Amanda breaks up a fight between Carmencita and those weird twins. I think they wanted her soul. Welcome to the neighborhood. Completed chapter 1. Nice. Amanda and I walk back to our place as the sun sets over the neighborhood. Pretty fun party, don't you think? Got a burger in me. Sweetie, if I can impart any sort of wisdom upon you right now, and not that this was a bad situation, but if you're ever in an uncomfortable situation, always look for a silver lining. The silver linings get you through the other side. We ate rockin' burgers today, and it was good. Amen. Well, hey, at least you met some other cool dads. You should hit them up on Dadbook. Maybe I will, if I ever figure out how social media works. I have a good feeling about this place. Me too, Dad. Amanda and I arrive home with the remnants of our veggie plate. Seems like nobody was really into the cauliflower. Any big plans for this evening? Actually, yeah, going out with some friends. Oh, is that okay? Of course, just keep me posted. Be home before midnight. You got it. And be careful.
Yeah.
I will. Make good choices. Of course. And call me if you need anything. Dad, you're not gonna do the thing where you wait silently for me to come home in the living room with all the lights off, are you? What? No, I've never done that and I never will do that. Okay, Do you have plans tonight? My plans were to kind of eat ice cream and watch TV with Amanda, but I'll find something to do. Gonna throw a party. A real rager. All the other dads in the neighborhood are invited. I'll see if I can get you a spot on the list, but honestly, it's looking tight, and you may just have to wait in line. I know the guy at the door. I'll get in, no problem. I'm just relaxing tonight. Have fun, okay? Great. See you later. I watch Amanda drive off into the night. I really do hope she has fun. I plop down in front of the TV and turn on some Wine and Dine Mastermind with celebrity chef Gavin Chapman. Looks like Gavin's making a roasted rack of lamb with rosemary mashed potatoes. I'd love to be able to cook like that, although I think if I was actually good at cooking, I'd use my powers for evil, like just making baked Alaskas all day instead of any food of real nutritional substance. Man, Gavin Chapman just caught that thing on fire, but he meant to do it. What a professional. I lose track of time as I blaze through several episodes of Wine and Dine Mastermind and also one episode of some cooking show called Meat Hell. I'm not even sure what that one was about. It was a lot of yelling. Glance at my watch. Man, it's almost midnight. I should check in with Amanda. Send a text. Hey kiddo, you good? I wander into the kitchen as I wait for a reply. Amanda's phone is almost always in her hand, so I'm sure she'll respond soon, unless she's driving home now, in which case I hope she doesn't respond soon because I definitely taught her better than to text and drive. I reach into the freezer and grab an ice cream sandwich. It's a little late for this, but I think I earned it after a long day of socializing. Check my watch again, and then my phone. Nothing yet. Okay, see, now I'm worried. Do I call her? Do I call the cops? No, it's too soon for that. I'll just send her a gentle reminder text. What's up? Half an hour passes. Now I'm really worried. The episodes of Gavin Chapman's Meat Hell are not only assuaging, I've never heard that word before in my life, my anxiety, but possibly exasperating it with all the yelling. So I keep pacing around the house waiting for her to come back. Why didn't I find out where she was going? Who was she even with? Why don't I know any of her friends' phone numbers? Why don't I even know any of her friends' full names? Who was Emma P? I decide to send her another text. Amanda, please text me and let me know you're okay. I can't help but think of all the awful things that could have happened to her. Oh, thank goodness it's her. Amanda opens the door and shuffles in. Finally, she's back home. I'm glad she's okay. What's up? Sweetie, thank goodness you're safe.
Dad.
Yep. But now that I know she's okay, I'm really mad. Why didn't you answer my texts? Amanda pulls out her phone out of her pocket. Oh, whoops. I guess I didn't see those. She starts to walk to her room. Amanda Ann. Whoa, we're pulling out the middle name now. Amanda, you came home an hour and a half after your curfew, and you didn't respond to any of my texts. You really freaked me out. I was about to call the cops. Dad, you're seriously overreacting. You're not going to be like this when I go off to school, are you? You're my only daughter. Well, I can't give you a play-by-play of everything I do all the time. I'm 18. You shouldn't be giving me a curfew in the first place. I sit down on the couch and put my head in my hands. I feel very tired all of a sudden. You really scared me. Just please don't do that again. All right. I'm going to go to bed now. Amanda closes the door to her room and I head to mine. Jeez. As I'm falling asleep, one thing she says keeps echoing in my mind. You're not going to be like this when I go off to school, are you? I definitely didn't sleep well last night. I brewed some strong coffee and make some scrambled eggs for Amanda as a peace offering. She eventually wanders into the kitchen. Hey, I thought about what you said last night. I should have texted you. Said I was going to do it and I didn't. I honestly just didn't even think about it. I'm really sorry, Pops. I won't do it again. Well, I trust you make good choices. I also thought about it and I'll try to give you your space from here on out. I gotta trust that you can take care of yourself. Team Goobers? Team Goobers. Amanda gives me a hug. Want some eggs? You know it. Sprinkle some cheese on them. I already did. Bless you. Amanda scarfs down the eggs in the time it takes me to wash the pan. Alright, I'm off to school. Smell you later. Wait, one more thing before you go. What? What's Dad Book? It's a social media platform. Wait, what? What's a social media platform? Dad, I have to go to school. Come on, Amanda, I'm an old man. I can't put together a dad book profile on my own. Alright, I'll help you sound interesting on the internet. Amanda spends the next couple minutes setting up my profile on Dadbook, which, as it turns out, is a place where dads can get together and talk about fatherhood. Alright, Pops, we gotta fill out your profile. Let's get some likes and dislikes. Aw, yeah. On Friday night, you're most likely to. Yes, coin collection, Netflix and grill. Fall asleep. History channel, torment my children with Dad. Netflix and grill. If you had to take one thing, if you had one thing to take with you into a desert island, what would it be? A trusty girl. The lost shaker of salt, castaway, a boat. Don't need anything. My survival skills have trained me for this day. What are your turn-ons? Comfortable crying, I guess. I don't know. What did you want to be when you grew up? President of Space. What's your favorite movie genre? I like horror. But I guess after that, romantic comedies. What's your ideal date? Arson. What do you never leave home without? My low self-esteem. Spend a lot of time thinking about. How proud I am of my child. See, that wasn't so bad. Yeah, but that was actually kind of fun. I could totally spend all day on here just looking at other people's profiles. Use a message one of them, or more than one of them. All these stats seem pretty interesting. Okay, promise I'll make some friends. Amanda gives me a hug. Go get him, Dad.
Welcome.
Whoa!
Dads.
Dad, Amanda. They've recently added this exciting new messenger. Fun. Dad of 3. I do like him. He's fun. Ew. I'm sorry. I understand subtitles if you need them, but I know so many people that just watch it with subtitles for no reason. And that bothers me a lot because as someone who is ADHD, I can't focus on both. I just, like, if the subtitles are there, I will only read the subtitles. I can't, like, look at the movie. I miss so much. So I understand subtitles if you need it. I'm saying if you don't need it, that's when I don't like it. Okay. Fireman. He's chill. Can I message you back? Oh. What are you doing in Dad book? Anyway, Robert. Gun. Don't talk to me. At least 4 knives. My gosh. Pronouncing bosom correctly? What the heck? Upside down cross? Oh, I thought it said Crocs. He's chill too. I do like him also. I like Joseph. I don't know. He's married though. Should we make it messy? I feel like Matt or Joseph. Let's message Joseph. His family's a little weird, but Joseph seems cool. I should take him up on his offer to hang out. Wait, how do I hang out with a priest? Don't go to church. Should I be Jesus-y? I imagine Joseph's family staring at me as I fumble through some sort of prayer attempt. Maybe not too Jesus-y. A light smattering of Jesus. Will he want me to pray? Is he gonna pray at me? Do I have to pray at him? Talking to Joseph, huh? Amanda, how many times have I told you not to sneak up on me like that? I selectively ignore it every time you do, Pops. Aww. Hey, are you doing okay there, kiddo? Oh, of course. I'm fine. I just started thinking about how there are a bunch of people who still don't think aliens exist, and it's bumming me out. Like, space is so infinitely huge, just because you can't conceive it doesn't mean it can't exist. And I understand the Fermi paradox, but to completely write off aliens, there's so much stuff we don't know. I'll be okay. I'm glad. But aliens are definitely out there, and I hope they'll one day be my friends. Don't force her. Remember how I used to be afraid of aliens? Yeah, but whose fault was that I watched fire in the sky when I was 5? Amanda, you stole that VHS from my closet and locked yourself in your room to watch it. I honestly forgot about that part of the story. Wow, I really brought all those years of anxiety over being abducted by aliens on myself, huh? I pat Amanda on the back. And now, you want your new best friend to be an alien. Look at that personal progress. Change the subject. Joseph can't read your mind, you know. If you want to talk, just message him. But I've never been friends with that priest before. What do I talk about? My favorite Bible passages? Ice cream socials? Khakis? First of all, he's a youth minister with a tattoo, not a priest. There's a difference?
Ugh.
You're overthinking it, Dad. Listen, just put it like this.
Ugh.
Hello, neighbor. Thanks again for the invite to the barbecue. I'd love to hang out soon if you're not too busy. Isn't that a little too business casual? Fine. Give me the keyboard. I got this. Hi, Joseph. It was great meeting you and your family. I'm still new around here, so if you'd like, I'd love to hang out and get to know you. See ya. Smiley is a nice touch. I received a response. What do you say? Hi, Goobus. If you're not doing anything in a bit, the kids and I are baking treats for the church bake sale today, and we'd love to have you over. It'll be a blast, so let me know, Joseph. Uses a lot of explanation points. I like how he signed his name. Signing his name with it. Yeah, I'm willing to let that slide this time. I respond back. Sounds like fun. Goobus. Great. Come on by the house as soon as you're ready. We'll be here. Guess I'm doing this. Save a brownie for me. Promise you won't sneak up on me anymore. Amanda stares at me, unblinking. I don't make promises I can't keep. Real default, Pops.
Ugh.
And Dad, please don't be weird about the religion thing. Me weird? Never. See how long I've been going for. Okay. Got 10 more minutes here. I make the short walk over to Joseph's place. Don't be weird, Goobus. But what if they hang up a bunch of crosses or collect those little porcelain babies? And if they're all praying, do they pray before dinner, during dinner, over the porcelain babies? The door begins to creak open, a shadowy figure obscured on the other side. Who's there? Goobus? The door opens the rest of the way. It's Joseph's eldest. What's his name? Hey. Hey, Christian? It's Chris. Dang it! Chris, right. Hi again. I'm Goobus. I know what your name is. Oh yeah. We met at the barbecue. How's the... Please don't say it. Jesus. Chris blinks slowly. Maybe he didn't hear that. You're weird. Is your dad? Before I finish, Chris walks into an adjacent room, leaving me in front of the open doorway. Home. This was a great first impression. For a moment, I wonder if I should just go in, further subjecting Joseph's family to my winning attitude and artful charisma. Mercifully, Joseph, he peeks his head around the corner. Goobus, you made it. Joseph approaches with his arms wide.
Oh.
So glad you could come by. Are you ready to bake? I'm not. I'm as ready as I'll ever be. That's kind of semi-confidence I like to see in a baking assistant. Come on in.
Oh.
Joseph leads me to a bright, spacious home full of nautical knickknacks. This isn't what I imagined at all. It's actually pretty charming.
Hey.
I believe you met Chris, who left you outside. Chris, are you gonna apologize? Oh, right. Sorry. I try to make eye contact with Chris, but he keeps looking away. He must be really shy. It's alright. Next time, just be a little more inviting to our guests, okay? Sure. Chris seems to relish in the chance to escape the conversation and quickly vanishes into his room. Joseph turns to me apologetically. Don't take it personally. Chris likes to keep to himself. I mean, we didn't start off on the best foot in the world. Plus, being the eldest in a big family can't be easy.
Oh.
We try to cut him a little slack where we can. Here are the twins, Christian, Christy. Say hello to Goobus. Hello, Father. Hello, Goobus. Kids, come on, dial it back with a creepy twin shtick. Creepy twin shtick? Maybe it's better if I don't shift the power dynamic on the creepy nightmare twins. Are you guys gonna help us bake? We don't want to bake. Well, okay. What do you want to do? We have to perform surgery. Guys, we've been over this. Please stop cutting open your toys. Christian and Christy turn out of the room giggling. After a second of relative silence, Joseph turns to me, grinning sheepishly. You ever have more than one kid, Goobus? Nope. You should try it. We will start to laugh, but are interrupted by a loud crash from the kitchen. What now? That doesn't sound good. Christy? No one responds. Joseph furrows his brow and motions for me to stay where I am. Wait here a minute. Joseph rushes to the kitchen. I remember this with Amanda. Half of fatherhood is trying to keep your kids from finding creative ways to kill themselves, and he's got 4. Talk about worry. As I take a seat on a surprisingly pristine couch and twiddle my thumbs, there's a couple cool knickknacks on the coffee table in front of me. Hey, a cross. Hey, another cross. This one looks a little different. And a third cross. Unifying design aesthetic, smart choices. There's also a brass thing here. It looks like something a sailor would use to navigate with. I think they're called sextants. Huh, 6. It's a pretty sturdy wooden bookshelf. It looks handmade. Did Joseph build this? It's a big stack of what looks like travel magazines. Hyenas of the Serengeti, the underwater mysteries of the Antarctic, and so on. Seems like Joseph really loves a good adventure, unless this is a Mary thing, who knows. Next to him are a couple of different Bibles. Looks like he's covering all the Bible bases. King James, New American Standard, the Bible for teens. He's a cool youth minister after all. On a higher shelf there are a bunch of old romance novels. Judging by the white stains, wine stains, these must be Mary's. The newest one looks like Hot Body Johnson, Sex Detective. The 8th installment in... Wait, this is a series? We're just gonna go. It's been a while. Guess I should go into the kitchen and see what's up. Find Joseph holding onto Christy in one arm. She seems a lot calmer than she was a minute ago. I raise an eyebrow at Joseph. The twins are a lot more manageable than when they're separated. Where's Christian? He ran off. Christy dips a spoon into the brownie batter and gives it a taste. Dad, it's too sweet. You're too sweet. No, I'm not. You're so sweet, we might have to water you down with spiders. No, not spiders. Joseph begins tickling Christy with his free hand. Between the laughing and squirming, I don't know how he's got a hold of her, but that girl is locked in place. That man is a professional child wrangler. Christy fixes me with her best puppy dog eyes. Save me from the spiders. Spoon duel the Spider King. I grab a wooden spoon and point it in Joseph's direction. Unhand her, foul beast. Okay, Goobus the Valiant, let's see what you've got. You may have defeated me at Tarantula Ridge, but now I have the upper hand. Joseph gently puts Christy down behind him. Have you come to squash me, knight, or have you merely fallen into my web? I'm no mere fly, Spider King. Now on guard. For a minute or so, Joseph and I mock duel with 2 dumbest-looking spoons in the room. Eventually, I strike a killing blow, and the invisible heart between his arm and his body, and Joseph recoils in horror. Blast, I'm defeated. You can never best me, Spider King, for I have the power of... I sneak a taste from the brownie batter. The magic. Oh man, that is way too sweet. Christy begins jumping up and down excitedly. My hero. Christy hugs my leg before making a surprisingly fast exit.
Ah.
Hey, wait. Thought I heard something. Do you want to bake brownies with us? She shakes her head no again. Sparkle Pony. Sparkle Pony? Joseph looks confused. You don't want to bake with Dad now? You want to play with Sparkle Pony? Yes. Okay, go. Before Joseph can even finish his sentence, Christy's out of the door and down the hall. Ahead. Joseph sighs deeply as he stares into the chocolate batter. He tastes it again, face twisting. And that is still way too sweet. So what made that crash? Egg beaters on linoleum floor. It's my new techno single. Still haven't thought of a B-side. Now we're looking at the batter. It's got a sickly sheen of sugar and chocolate candies throughout, and I have a feeling Christy had something to do with it. We need a fresh start. Yeah, like I said, not really a baker, but don't even sweat it. The bag came with instructions that have mysteriously vanished along with my daughter, so we'll probably be fine. Probably. Yep, probably. He certainly looks confident. Alright, Goobus, you baked a cake from a box before once. How hard could this be? Now grab a spoon and get ready to rock. Mario Batali, save me. Joseph and I set to work cracking the eggs and mixing the things and then pouring the things according to how we assumed the back of the box would tell us to. Things go according to plan and soon we have a solid batch of brownies. Wait, Joseph has a little dot of batter on his nose. Wow, Goobus, way to use those dad skills. How about you baked a few box mixes in your time? His nose. Joseph. All we have to do is bring these to the bake sale and voila, duty done. Now help me find Christy. Keep your eye out for a pony that sparkles. Joseph, hold still. What? Thumb in position. And got it. Joseph's eyes go wide as I gently wipe the chocolate off his nose. Is he blushing? Thanks. No problem. In less than a second, I've licked the batter off my finger. It's really good batter. We should find Christy. Yes, we should. Joseph quickly composes himself. She can't be far. You take the delta position, I'll watch your 6. Do you even know what that means?
Wink.
Alpha Tango Sparkle. Roger. Joseph starts making his way down the hall and calls back to me. Take the brownies and the rest of the stuff I baked earlier today while I get Christy. We'll meet you by the car. Joseph, Christy, and I arrive at the church parking lot to find fold-out tables and pop-up tents already set up. Looks like the big sale is already in full swing. This place is packed. Is this packed? There are a few people milling around. Must be a value pack. If you can count a city's population on your fingers and toes, this counts as packed. Point. Christy rockets out of the car and into the lot. Is she running on jet fuel? I want to sell brownies. Okay, let's get set up. I want to see Mom. She's down by the other row of tables helping out with another group. Want to go over there and tell her I said hi? Mom. Christy zips off immediately. Joseph seems unconcerned. Does she always run that fast? Yeah, and I can only catch her half the time. These knees aren't what they used to be. I remember when Amanda was her age. I couldn't get her to sit still for 5 seconds. Yep, great age to deal with. While Christy's gone, Joseph and I arrange all our baked goods on the table and settle in. So, are we allowed to eat any of our own goods? Look, if I don't see nothing, I don't say nothing. The man upstairs has strong feelings about snitches. Does he actually? Joseph shrugs. He eats a brownie. Looks like some of the other stalls are selling drinks, little ham and crafts, and other sweets. Someone brought a soft serve ice cream machine. I gesture to it. How are we supposed to compete with that? Please, this is my first time to the rodeo. The bake sale rodeo. It's actually no rodeo here, it's just a bake sale. I think you and I put together can make up one pretty convincing argument for these brownies, don't you? Oh yeah. We high five. If you bake it, they will come. Ooh. Hey dude. Hiya. Matt, Carmencita. Great to see you guys out here. happy to support a good cause. Plus, you know, as the owner and proprietor of the Coffee Spoon, an establishment that specializes in baked goods, I have to scope out the competition. This guy knows his stuff. Stay on your toes. So what recipe did you use for these brownies? Don't say you used a box recipe. Don't say you used a box recipe. Let me tell you a story, Matt. The way they make brownies in the old country, yeah, that was all thanks to Grandma Goobers. Travelers from far and wide would make the pilgrimage to her sleepy little town, simply to be amazed by her masterful use of chocolate. All that knowledge, all the experience, was passed on to me. Sure. Oh, lying is literally one of the 10 things we try not to do.
Hey.
I'm sorry, I thought it was funny. We'll take 2. Actually, we'll take 3. I ring them up and high five Joseph as our happy customers walk away. See, not so hard. Yeah, I'm hot off the good feelings from the last sale. Who's next? Sell brownies to a bunch of people I don't recognize, but who clearly know Joseph. Goobus, it's Brian.
Oh.
Can we interest you two in any of our fine sweets and treats? Sure can. Bet I could eat 10 brownies. Must resist urge to be competitive. Let the man buy his brownies. So I'll put you down for 10. Better make it just 2. 1 for me and 1 for Daisy. Coming right up. You excited for the youth group movie night, Daisy? Yeah, what's the movie? It's a surprise.
Hey.
It's a Fast and the Furious.
Hey.
Really? Think about it, there's some heavy religious undertones. Joseph hands a baggie to Daisy. I made sure to give you guys the edges. Oh no, not superior. Wrong. Our 2 customers walk off with their purchases.
Oh.
Selling pretty hot. At this rate, we'll have enough money to pay for a new paint job on the church pews in no time. What happened to the pews? Ernest spray painted his rapper alias onto them. Young Steinbeck. I would have gone for Young Man in the Sea, but I can respect that. Speaking in ministerial terms, Ernest is hard to reach. In father terms, Ernest is kind of a turd. Being a cool youth minister seems like a lot of work. It is, but it's worth it. Although, sometimes I wish... Never mind. What? It's kind of silly, but... Do you ever wish you could just drop everything and go lounge around on a beach somewhere in the tropics? Drink fruity blended beverages, fall asleep on a hammock? You know, basically live out a Jimmy Buffett song? Joseph, I think about this every single day of my life. My dream is to live in the Margaritaville. One day, my friend, one day we'll be on an island. Make a couple more sales to come to some more church patrons. Everything seems to be going smoothly. Off in the distance, I spot my old buddy Craig. Craig? It's going to be hard to sell. Craig's a fitness man. I think he comes to these bake sales to test himself, to see if he has the resolve to refuse processed sugar. You sure you're ready for this? We go way back. I got this. Whoa! Craig jogs up to our table with Briar and Hazel in tow. They're each finishing an ice cream cone, so it's unlikely we're going to sell them brownies, too. Probably won't be able to sell it to the baby. She's impossible to read. It all comes down to Craig. Hey, bros. Hi, Uncle Joseph. Hi, Amanda's dad. Would you be interested in one of our delicious homemade brownies?
Oh.
I don't know. Remember that one time when we were freshmen? Remember how our next door neighbors pranked us by switching out laundry detergent with dish soap and how the washing machine exploded with suds? And we decided to get back at them by baking brownies for them and sprinkling high intensity hot sauce in the mix. And then we watched them cry after eating it. I would feel bad, but we had to clean up the laundry room ourselves. These brownies are like that, but without the hot sauce. Maybe you should get one more for old time's sake. Well, the girls just want a game. You know what? We'll take one for each of us. Even River, I'll eat hers. What? You got yourself a deal. What? Oh, yeah. The day winds down. We're pretty much out of items to sell. Everyone starts packing up. Christy eventually comes back and immediately falls asleep in Joseph's folding chair. Box mix, huh? Mary saunters up to us. She looks like she'd rather be anywhere else than here.
Oh.
Hi, honey. Yep, they're selling like hotcakes, which is actually, they're just brownies. Cute and boring and safe. Hey, Mary. Mary's eyes dart over to me. What's a rookie doing here? I was just hoping to introduce Goobus to the rest of the community. You get a load of this freak show. What? Weird folk is all, holier than thou types. Don't you think, Goobus? Mary, let the kid answer the question. They seem nice. They all seem like they're actually really excited to help out the church. That's pretty cool, I guess. Mary, can we talk about this later? Am I embarrassing you in front of your new friend? Joseph doesn't respond, trying his hardest to keep his cool. Can we please talk about this later?
Oh my god.
Sure thing, honey bear. Mary turns her attention to me. Hand over the cash. Jesus, I'm not trying to rob you. I'm in charge of the funds here. I hand over the cash we've made. It feels like a hefty wad, if I may so myself. Say, now give me your wallet. What? Give me your wallet. You think this church is going to fix itself? Mary, I'm kidding. Sorry. I'll work on the whole pretending to be happy thing. Mary leans in and whispers to me. He's really good at it. Mary walks off without saying goodbye. Yeesh. I'm sorry about that. You okay? She likes pushing your buttons, huh? Joseph shrugs. No marriage is perfect. You ready to head out? Joseph and I load the folding tables back into my car. Christy nods off the moment Joseph straps her into the car seat. Drop Joseph off in front of his house. Small yawn sneaks out of me. Looks like I tuckered you out, huh? I'm a sleepy dad. Think I might finally be crashing from all the sugar. I won't keep you up then. Thanks for helping out today. Happy to do it. Also, happy to eat brownies. Well, next time I promise we'll do something a bit more exciting and a bit less free labor. And I'm very sorry about the whole thing with Mary. You shouldn't have had to see that. It's fine, really. I know, but first hanging out domestic problems aren't a good look. You barely know me. Let me make it up to you next time. It won't be Margaritaville, but we'll do something fun, promise. I smile. I like that. Oh, one last thing. Joseph tosses a cling-wrapped brownie through the window. Hits me in the face, but I'm still able to catch it. It's the last one. You earned it. Joseph, please don't leave me alone with this brownie. Too late. I'm already walking away. But, bye. Joseph walks up to his home. He waves at me before carrying Christy inside. Looks like it's just you and me, brownie. Save it for later. This might come in handy down the road. I step inside and find Amanda doing homework on the couch. Hey, father unit. Hi, child that I'm required by law to care for. How's homework? It's really fun and educational. Really? How long have you known me for? Right. How's the bake sale? Good. I think I really could have made a good life for myself as a brownie salesman. Glad to hear it. So what? Were there any extra brownies, or did you maybe sneak one, or... I realize I still have the brownie that Joseph gave me. They'd probably do better in someone else's stomach than mine. Heads up. I hurl the brownie toward Amanda. It hits the wall behind her and falls on the ground. Nice throw. She scoops it up and smiles at me. Thanks, Pops. Hey, if you're not going to bed anytime soon, would you be game for some real shark hunters of Orange County? I thought the last hunter got eaten by a shark. He did? I sit down next to her and cozy up with a blanket. Awesome. Date complete. Kickflip? Hey.
You look great. That was fun.
Alright. We're saving. And then we're gonna go back to the title screen. I guess tomorrow we'll do another date. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. I'll be back tomorrow for another date, I guess. Maybe we'll try out Matt because he's the other one that I like the most. But if it's based on like how many dates you do, it seems like 3. I might try one for each of them and then 0 and then the one I like the best. I don't know. But yeah, if you're watching on YouTube and you enjoyed, please consider subscribing. It takes 2 seconds and it's completely free, so you can always unsubscribe later. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.